Hi there. Once upon a time, I volunteered at an Ask Me station. It was one of the most thrilling ways that I have found in making a connection to people. There are many ways to volunteer, and each experience is unique, but I can only get this experience by doing certain things in life. Here are three different circumstances that brought people to me, and one that happened to bring me to someone else. The people weren't special. I am not special. We were just there and needed each other, and it changed my life. A few weeks ago, I was at a 5K run walk. I was at the water station, not by myself. There were several of us standing there with hundreds of cups of water lined up on tables at the ready. I see them coming about 20 feet away. They are tired, thirsty, and want water. And all the while, we get ready and we're all getting all hyped and we're getting all excited. And I see as they approach, I hold out the water, walk toward them, keeping pace, say encouraging words, pat them on the back, and yell, "Go, go, go, my friend! You're awesome! Rocket, rocket!" I can't help but want them to succeed. And it happens over and over again because you rush to the table to get more water and rush to give water to these thirsty people. The next experience occurred as a volunteer at an education conference. I was at the Ask Me station. There are various types of circumstances that evolve at a conference. Here's one. I can tell them a mile off. They've got their bag, they've got their comfortable shoes, they've got a bottle of water in one hand, a map in the other, and a backpack full of swag that they got in the exhibit hall. Tons of it. They have had 4 cups of coffee already. Their eyes are the size of saucers, darting to and fro, looking for room numbers and any kind of signage. They're totally lost. This person that I like to greet within 10 feet, and again, you're walking with them. I start talking. Can I help you? Yes, I'm lost. What room do you need? I need room 310. Okay, I can see that. Can you see the escalator right here? Yes. So you take it up to the 3rd floor, and then you're going to turn left. Left turn? Yes, and go about 40 feet. You will see glass windows. And once you see the glass windows, you're going to make a right. And now we're walking together almost at the escalator. And I tell her, the numbers are on the wall. So when you look on the right, so you're going to go 3rd floor, left, then right, and look for the numbers on the wall. Okay, thank you so much. Hey, all right. You have a great day. Have a great day at the conference. It's the ask that brings people together. She needed knowledge, and because of my experience with interpreting these asks, I could see the look in her eyes that said, I need help. I have this friend who likes to pretend we're on Impractical Jokers. It's a comedy show where some friends challenge each other to do goofy stuff to embarrass each other. So once she challenged me to work the Ask Me station at the conference using some sort of different accent. It went something like this. Uh, Hi, may I help you? Yes. Ma'am, is there breakfast on the 1st floor? Why, yes, there is. If you go all the way into the back of the exhibit hall on the back wall, they have 4 types of kolaches and they're free until 9 o'clock. You would love them. Have a good day. And they kind of chuckle and walk on by. And it's a lot of fun. And just to be clear, I gave them all the right information, just in an accent that's different than mine. And then there are people that come to the booth that are heartbroken, literally. They walk slowly. They walk up to me in kind of a zigzag pattern. After about 30 yards, you see them. They look at their phone, they gaze across, and then they just stand there, hopeless. And all of a sudden, our eyes lock, and my brow rises, and I smile and say, "May I help you?" Um, I just They respond, I'm just totally lost. I need to go to the session. I'm already 5 minutes late. I'm supposed to see my friends there. They're saving me a spot. I don't, I know we're not supposed to save spots. She shows me your map. Oh, yes, ma'am. You need 206. Okay, so you see the escalator right over there? You're going to go up the stairs and left, and you'll be on the 2nd floor. And you're going to immediately go to your right and do a little U turn and walk all the way down. And then you'll see big numbers written on the wall over each room. Oh, thank you so much. They're so grateful. It's great. You have a wonderful time at the conference. I hope it gets better for you. And they're gone. But somehow the situation finds us. But when you volunteer, you get used to giving a little bit of yourself away. One time, I was at the Austin airport ready to board a very crowded plane. I waited for my group, the last to board, and for some reason, boarding was taking a very long time. I found out why when I finally got up to the door to row 12. A husband and wife were standing wide eyed by two empty seats in row 13, A and B. The two women in front of me were assigned those seats. The couple were obviously in the wrong place, but when they were asked to move, the couple just kind of shook their head imperceptibly. Now, the now irritated woman in front of me asked them to move again and pointed to her boarding pass, and they handed her their passports. And she didn't want those. She's no, no, you are. Let me see your boarding pass. So she looked at their boarding pass, and she pointed down there. You down there, 22. You're down there. She waved her arm, and the couple mumbled to each other, but nobody moved. People were averting their eyes all around. It was very tense. The couple relinquished the empty seats so the lady could sit down, but then they're in the aisleway, and the rest of us couldn't get past. So some people start shoving around them, and everyone's all uncomfortable. And I'm thinking in my head, 22A, B? I know that from high school Spanish. 22, I said, and I pointed to the numbers up above on the bulkhead. And her eyes popped open and locked on mine. And then she started saying a whole lot of Spanish to her spouse. And they got all their stuff together and went to the back. And seconds before I spoke up, I hesitated. I'm not fluent in Spanish. However, at that time, I decided I didn't care if I was right. As a result, the stress level on that plane calmed palpably as seat belts were fastened, bags were stored in the overhead compartments or under the seats in front, and everyone breathed again. In that airline scenario, my empathy overpowered my self doubt, and I felt that somebody had to do something to help these people. I knew it wasn't perfect, but it was more important for me to help. As a lone traveler, I didn't want to call attention to myself, but I was motivated to help. And at that moment, I understood them. I had been there before. I was a little bit easier. It was a little bit easier to let the courage shine through. When you are in one of those circumstances and you need help, you can't ask or form a question. What will you do? When you see someone in a situation where they can't ask, what will you do? When you see the ask in their eyes, will you help them and give yourself away? Thank you.